bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here. I got time.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Tanya's place. I'm Tanya. Let's talk chickens. It is getting cold and the winter is going to be here very soon. And some of you guys already have snow. So you might be trying to figure out, what can I do? This is what you can do. How can you winterize your chicken area, like your chicken run? There are many options to what you can do. I already have put up my panels back up that I have put a couple years now, so I'm reusing my panels to break the cold weather and the wind coming into my chicken run so they can get out of the weather. When the sun comes out, it's kind of a little cozy in there because it's, keeps the wind out, the sun kind of warms it up, so it's not as cold in there. But let me show you inside what I've done. So my run is up, my panels are up. And I did not close this part all the way up because the other side is kind of closed in, like you can tell over there. So I'm trying to keep the wind out. And I did one mistake about those panels. So if you decide to use panels to cover up your chicken run area, is make sure you put numbers on them when you take them apart, because if you don't, you're going to have a hot mess. It's pretty cozy in here and it keeps the wind out. Let me go back outside so the light is not too great in here. Also, I got my tarp all stretched out, like you can tell, to keep it, keep the weather off. Give them a dry place, because right now in the chicken run area out here, there is no protection from the weather, and also keeps them, keeps them a little warmer. But when they get cold and roam around, they always have a place to get out of the weather and stay warm. To make sure that the water does not freeze, I use a dog, what do you call those, heated water bowls for dogs, and I plug it in so that water never freezes, so that kind of warms their tummy a little bit and they get the water that they need through the cold weather. Things you can use to cover up your chicken run. One, I've been using those panels. Now this is like my third year that I'm using it. Second is, believe it or not, shower curtains. They're pretty heavy duty material and they don't break very easy. And then the heavy duty plastic you can buy at the box stores. I hear you, Henry. So there are some options that you can use to, to cover up your chicken run, to keep the weather out and to keep your chickens more cozy. There are tarps. They're not as pretty and they don't let as much light into the chicken run. So winter time, you want something that kind of lets light through it, because the sun through the day, it will keep them a little warmer, because it warms up just like in the greenhouse. So you want to keep them warm and out of the weather. And looks like I'm going to have to trim some feathers here that keep getting out. And then I have to chase them because they cannot make their way back in here. Henry, you're supposed to keep those ladies in here. Yes, you do. You are not doing a good job, sweetheart. What are you doing out here? You're not supposed to be out here. You get your back to the winterizing your chicken area. There are other options you can out there and order offline for your chickens. If you don't want to spend a whole bunch of money, you probably want to go with a plastic or with a shower curtain. They're not that expensive, and you're really not wasting a lot of money on the shower curtains. And they have the holes already on there, and all you have to do is cut like little hole in the bottom. And I use zip ties for pretty much everything. So, but keeping the wind off of them when they're outside with this cold weather, and it's just a better protection for the chickens. I know that some people just let them run around and do what they want to do, but I do care about my chickens, and I love them, and I want them to have a healthy and happy life. I know that also that wintertime we're always worried about, you know, the chickens are going to get cold. The chicken's body heat, I was told, was 105. That means you do not have to put a heat lamp in there unless you live like in Alaska, you know, when it gets really below zero. Then you put a heat lamp in there to kind of keep them from chilling, put the frost on, you know, on their combs and everything. But no, you do not need a heat lamp for them, and that's something I have learned through the years. I was new chicken owner, didn't know a lot about chickens, and you know, when they're baby chicks it's different, but adult chickens, they just don't need the heat lamp because they give each other's bodies heat. And also, when sounds gross, but their chicken poop produces heat, and if you have more than just one chicken, you know, you're going to have a lot of chicken poop. So no, you do not need a heat lamp. So if you have a chicken that is molting when it gets really cold, because you know they have the tendency on, you know, molting when it's cold outside, and then yes, the heat will help them protect them a bit. Like Snuggle right here, she is molting and she's just getting over the mold, and her feathers are coming back, like you can tell right here. She didn't like me doing that, but she's molting and she has a heart molt. And also Reba and Brownie went through mold too. So also additional to keep them warm, I add hay or straw inside the coop. It's important that what I do, I take diatomaceous earth and sprinkle it around all the hay, and that will also give additional protection from the bugs and mites and lice, whatever. And it gets on the chickens when they walk through there. So that's another protection thing you can do for chickens.
It's clear to see from up here. The world seems small. We can sit together.
What are you doing, Henry?
It's so beautiful.
Huh?
You and me.
What are you doing, buddy?
We meant to be.
What are you doing, bud? What are you showing off? Look at them. Now I got my boy out here and my young lady. And I'm going to see if I can try to get him back in. That's going to be fun. Alright, y'all go back in. Come on. Back inside. Come on, back inside. Come on, Peanut. Come on, back inside. Come on, back inside. Come on. Come on, girlfriend. Come on. No, y'all going back in. Go. Back inside. Back inside, Henry, Chris. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get back in. Girlfriend, you better get in there. Get back in there. Well, that was very dramatic, not very dramatic. I would love to let them just roam around, but I just can't do it because of the neighborhood dogs, and there's just too many predators around here. I'm trying to keep them safe. I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry, Chris. I had to get you back inside. Yes, I did. I'm a handsome boy, aren't you? Let me know how y'all winterize your area, and what do you use for covering up your chicken run. I'd be kind of interested to hear. I know different places, different places in the States or even different countries. And if you get lucky, you don't get very cold weather, so you have to worry about, you know, keeping your girls and boys warm. So let me know. I will see y'all next video. God bless y'all. See you soon. Bye. And up there is Hope and Jenny. They start laying too now. I'm real excited about that.